Bem-vindos ao nosso espaço, um mergulho profundo nos assuntos mais interessantes de esportes, ciências e temas gerais do momento. Aqui você vai encontrar conteúdo de qualidade, com análises empolgantes e descobertas fascinantes que vão expandir seus horizontes. Nossa missão é trazer informação relevante de forma dinâmica e descontraída. Queremos que você faça parte dessa jornada incrível de conhecimento e diversão. Se gostar do nosso conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder nenhuma novidade. Ative o sininho também. Aproveite!
If you love science, don't forget to like and subscribe. When you look at an Bernoulli Penguin waddling on the ice, aerospace engineer probably isn't the first thought that comes to mind. They appear clumsy, stout, and prone to tripping over the smallest pebbles. But the moment they hit the water, these flightless birds transform into some of the most efficient aquatic machines on Earth. For decades, biologists and physicists were baffled by a specific behavior: the penguin's porpoising leap. To clear the height of an ice shelf, a penguin needs to reach speeds that, according to standard fluid dynamics, should be physically impossible for a creature of its size and muscle mass. The secret isn't just in their muscles. It's in a brilliant biological application of the Bernoulli principle and a phenomenon known as supercavitation. To understand how a penguin defies the drag of the dense ocean, we first have to look at the physics of the environment. Water is roughly 800 times denser than air. This means that moving through it requires overcoming immense resistance or drag. Most marine animals use streamlined bodies to minimize this, but penguins have a secret weapon hidden within their plumage. A penguin's feathers are not just for warmth, they are an engineering marvel. They are incredibly dense, with more than 300 feathers per square inch, and they are structurally designed to trap a massive volume of air against the bird's skin. When the penguin is on the surface, it spends a significant amount of time preening, fluffing its feathers to fill this microscopic mesh with as much air as possible. As the penguin dives, the increasing water pressure compresses this air within the feathers. When the bird needs a sudden burst of speed, usually to escape a predator like a leopard seal or to launch itself back onto the ice, it performs a miraculous feat of fluid engineering. By adjusting its internal muscles to flatten its feathers, the penguin rapidly releases the trapped air. This doesn't just create a simple trail of bubbles, it creates a lubricated layer of air surrounding the bird's entire body. In physics, this is a form of supercavitation. Because air is far less viscous than water, the penguin is essentially swimming through a thin envelope of gas rather than the thick, resistive ocean. This is where Bernoulli's principle comes into play. As the air moves across the penguin's tapering, fusiform body, the pressure differences help maintain this gaseous sheet, allowing the bird to reach speeds of up to 22 miles per hour, nearly double its normal swimming velocity. By reducing the skin friction drag to almost zero, the penguin isn't just swimming, it is essentially falling through the water with minimal resistance. This biological hack is so efficient that engineers are currently studying penguin feathers to design more efficient hulls for ships and even high-speed autonomous underwater vehicles. Imagine the complexity of this system. The penguin must precisely control the release of these bubbles. If it releases them too fast, it loses its turbo boost too early. If it releases them too slowly, the drag reduction isn't sufficient to clear the ice shelf. It is a perfect synchronization of biology and physics. Scientists at Bangor University used high-speed cameras to track these bubble plumes and found that the reduction in drag can be as much as 50%. That is a staggering efficiency gain that few man-made submarines have yet perfected at that specific scale. But the Bernoulli Penguin's trick isn't just about raw speed, it's about energy survival. In the freezing waters of the Antarctic, energy is the most precious resource a creature has. Every joule of energy spent fighting water resistance is energy taken away from hunting or staying warm. By using air, a free and renewable resource, to grease its path through the waves, the penguin has mastered a form of travel that is both high speed and low energy. Nature often finds the most elegant solutions to the hardest problems in physics. When we look at modern human technology, we see us finally catching up. The SHK valve torpedo, developed during the Cold War, uses a similar concept of creating a vapor bubble to move at incredible speeds. However, while the torpedo requires a massive rocket engine and a specialized nose cone to create its bubble, the Penguin does it with nothing but feathers and a deep breath. It is a living masterclass in fluid dynamics, proving that even the most clumsy animals are, in reality, highly tuned instruments of science. The next time you see a video of a penguin exploding out of the water and landing perfectly on its feet on a slippery ice floe, remember that you aren't just seeing a jump. You are witnessing a complex interaction of pressure gradients, air layer lubrication, and evolutionary engineering. The Bernoulli Penguin reminds us that the boundary between biology and physics is thinner than a penguin's feather. It challenges our understanding of how life interacts with the physical world and pushes us to look deeper into nature for the next great breakthrough in transport technology. For more incredible facts like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.